got that cinnamon water mixed with marijuana, caramel and honey, appleberry nana. What type of sin is that?
What's up, YouTube babes? Welcome back to my channel. And yes, I have a great video for you guys today. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you're just back here to watch again, thank you and I appreciate it. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Ashanti, aka Shano, and come a part of the Shano Game / Family Game by like, comment, and subscribing to me. And yeah, so let's get straight to this video because I ain't got that long. So today I am doing a get ready with me video for work, and I have a story time included in this video while I get ready for work. I at least have like a good hour and 20 minutes before I have to leave the house. So that's like actually good for me. So before I do anything, I need to put some Vaseline on my lips because my lips is ashy. And well, it's not ashy, it's just not the way I want it to be, but I mean, hey. So yeah, since I have my lip gloss around me, I'm gonna put Vaseline on my lips. I think my lip gloss is in my book bag or somewhere around here. I don't know what's it, but it's not near me. Okay, before we do anything, I am not doing a tutorial on my head because I am legit trying to get ready for work. Maybe another day I'll do a tutorial on my hair, but I gotta take this down because it's not gonna fit in the hat that I got. So yes, let's start this video. So I'm gonna start by taking this ponytail off my head, but let's get this story started because y'all, this is a long story. I'm finna give y'all the full deets, everything that I need to tell you guys. Okay, so this story that I'm gonna be talking about today is going to be based on my first fight in high school. And my first fight in high school was my freshman year, and it was with a close friend that I was friends with in high school with. Me, like currently right now, me and the female is not cool right now. We're still not cool. I'm not planning on being cool with the females. Oh! Look at my head. Look at my head. Oh my god. Okay, let's stop playing. Okay, so make sure I got all these bobby pins out. I do. Let's just oh, look at that. Ah! Alright, let me stop playing around because I ain't got that long. So okay, you better come through this hole. Okay, so the girl that I'm gonna be talking about in this story, her name is going to be Teal. 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 Yes, sir. So her name is gonna be Teal in this story, and like if anybody else come along in the story, we're gonna get the names. So me and Teal was close friends since middle school year, and that was like 8th grade. So we was like, I know that's not like years, but we was close ever since, you know, middle school. Me and her actually became friends by the best friend that I had at the time. Me and her came cool by her. At first, when I first met her, I ain't like her because like anybody that was cool with the best friend that I had at the time, I did not like them. And we're actually gonna get the best friend a name, and we're gonna give her Pluto. So me and Pluto was best friends for 2 years or 3, maybe, or 4. I don't know. We was best friends since 5th grade. Y'all can do the counting. So yeah, me and Pluto was best friends since 5th grade. Since that's like when I met her, and we became best friends ever since then. So back to the story. So, yeah, me and Teal was met by Pluto. So, yeah. Now, me and Teal, our relationship was like very rocky, but we kept it classy. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Do I want to do a middle part? Do I want to do a middle? I'm gonna do a middle part. So, I need a mirror. Hold on. I got a mirror right here, so if I'm looking over this way, I'm looking at my mirror, which is really dirty and dusty, but I might use my phone camera more than the mirror over here. But me and Tia kept our, like, we had a rocky relationship, like I said, but we kept it classy. So, meaning, like, anything that happened, we just, like, let it pass. You know, if me and her went through, like, a bad argument or anything like that, we just let it go. For some reason, it was always like a competition. To me, it always was, like, over Pluto, because, like, at first it shouldn't be a competition because I was Pluto's best friend, period. But, you know, Tia, she just didn't like me and Pluto's relationship. She didn't like how close we was. That's what I mean by how close we was. She just didn't like it. I think she was just, like, really jealous about it. But yeah, so me, Tia, and Pluto started hanging out more together, and I didn't consider her as a best friend or anything like that. I just consider her as a close friend. Like, she just never made it to that best friend spot for me. So yeah. So fast forward to freshman year of high school. Pluto didn't go to the high school that I went to. She only went to elementary and middle school with me, but high school year she moved and she went to a different school, but we were still best friends. So I ended up still going to school with Teal. So, you know, I just hung out with Teal because me and Teal was still close friends and everything else like that. So me and Teal, like, we was, like, really close. Like, she wasn't coming like a best friend, but she was coming like a sister to me during freshman year of my high school year. Yeah, she was coming like more like a best friend to me.
Wait a damn minute.
I mean, whoa, what? She was coming more like a sister to me, not best friend, y'all. Okay, that's just what I'm saying. So she was coming more like a sister to me, like I was saying. You know, when, like, somebody that comes like your sister and everything, you know, you tell them everything. And yeah. Yeah, like I said, I found her like a sister and everything. But the one thing about the sister, like I was saying, like, you know how you tell your sister everything because you know you trust her? I didn't really trust her because I just feel like she was just going to take my business out. I didn't trust her like that. But one day, in the beginning of the school year, I was a cheerleader my freshman year. And Pluto, she used to always come to my games and just watch me cheer. And watch the game too. So at first, Teal wasn't going to not basketball, but the football games. But I don't know where Teal started showing up at the football games with Pluto. So I'm like, okay, I don't find nothing suspicious or anything like that. You know, they're still cool together and all that. So I don't have no hate with that. You know, I don't have no hate on anything like that, you know. So, I know after one game, Tia was planning on going over to Pluto's house. You know, I was like, oh, why you had to tell me, you know, I could ask and see if I could come over. But, I mean, even though it's like the last minute, you know, you always got to ask your parents stuff a couple days before and then not the day of. Because that's how my mama is. She like, you don't ask me the stuff the day of. You ask me on the day before. So I ended up asking my mama, but my mama ended up like not agreeing with it, and she was like, no, I'm not messing with that. So I'm like, okay. So I had to end up telling Pluto I wasn't gonna be able to come over her house. Not it. But then I'm like, you know what? We're gonna try this one more time. One more time. Just one more time. I'm gonna ask my mama one more time. And I told her, you know what, go ask your mama too. You're gonna ask her at the same time again. So I asked my mama, my mom was like, you know what, I don't care. It's up to her mom. So Pluto asked her mom, and Pluto mom was like, no, because she got too many company already over there, and she ain't trying to have too many kids at the house. So when Pluto went to go ask her mom, I heard Till on the phone, because I was on the phone with Pluto, and I guess Till didn't know that that I was on the phone, and I overheard Till was like, I don't want her to come over. I don't like her. She do too much. So I'm like, okay, you sure is right. Like, she like legit like blew my mind by like what she said. Like, I was like, this is what a sister have to say. Okay, bet. All right, bet. So back then when I was a freshman, Facebook used to be popping. You know, it still is popping, but it's just messy. Yeah. So I'm putting too much echo style on my head. Like, in a minute, this shit can be hard as fuck. But, oops, excuse my language. Sorry, excuse my language. Yeah, I went on Facebook and I wrote a status about her. I'm like, you know, I don't know what I exactly said, but I know it said something about her. And, you know, she figured that it was her. You know, she just like, who is this about? I'm like, you. Because that's how bold I was back in freshman. I'm like, this about you, sis. It's about you. And she like, what? What's the problem? Like, what's the issue? Like, she sat up her and like play like she ain't said shit about me. Oh, excuse my language. She ain't said nothing about me. But I confronted her on the phone. I was like, you straight up her acting funny and being fake towards me, but you over there talking stuff about me like I didn't hear you on this phone, but I guess you didn't know I was on the phone. And she was like, huh? I was like, yeah, I heard what you said. And she acted like she was gonna do something over that phone. So I had to prove to her, like, you don't know who I really am. Like, you know how I get down, but you don't know how I really am. So I'm finna show you over this phone. And me and her arguing over the phone, and you know what? I shut her up. Period. I shut her up just like that. She couldn't really say nothing. I ain't care. All she had to say was that she didn't say it or whatever. I didn't know why I'm trying to do my edges this early, but I'm trying to see. No, I ain't gonna do like that. But yeah. So, you know, I'm like, you know what? Charlotte's right. She was like, when she see me, it's like that. So basically, she letting me know, oh, okay, we finna fight. I said, all right, I'll see you. So after the weekend was over, school was back, you know, and me and her actually had a class together. I don't know what period it was, but it was like one of my last 3 periods. Sorry. But yeah, it was like one of my last 3 periods, and I had a period with her. So I had family members that was going to the school with me, and you know, I told them the issue. They was like, should we walk you to class or whatever? I'm like, yeah, just in case. You know, I just want to see what she on. So me and my cousins walk to my class, and you know, we like out in the hallway. She in there. I peep in. Look, she look at me. She ain't do nothing. She just kept to herself. So I'm like, well, I said, you know, I told my cousin, I was like, y'all can go to class or whatever, because she ain't on nothing. She ain't finna do nothing. So, like I was saying, me and her was not cool at the time. We was not cool at that time. Like, just wasn't sisters no more. My hair just want to act a fool today. So yeah, me and her was not cool no more. And we had another friend, and this girl, she lived like, me and her had the same bus stop. So everything that Tia told the friend, she came back and told me. So I'm like, you know, just getting all information. After like all that happened, we eventually got back cool. You know, I gave her a second chance. So, you know, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'll give you a second chance, but just don't be like being sneaky. Like, if you have something to say off your chest, you know, say it to me, you know. After that, we didn't really get in arguments no more. No, you know, we were just being cool still. We was getting back to who we were. October 2017, I had ended up getting in an issue with another female over a boy, and Till, she was a part of that, but she was like on my side, you know, she was backing me up or whatever. But let me tell you what this Till did. So, you know, thinking like, you know, she my sis again, very cool, you know, and she got my back no matter what. So it's like me and the girl that was like got an issue over the dude, we was gonna fight. And you know, one day I'm in the hallway and she comes up and confront me with another female, and she was like, you over here talking to blah blah blah, the dude, and you over here messing with blah blah blah. Now I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, where did you get that information from? Because first of all, I don't even mess with the second guy name, the second guy name she said. And I'm like, what? I ended up like talking to the girl that I was having an issue with, because our parents didn't want us to fight or anything like that. So I had to end up going over the girl house that I had an issue with over the boy, and me and her became cool because I had to hang with her for 2 days just so we can get back cool, whatever. I was like, so where did you get that information, like the day when you came and confront me? Like, where did you get that information from? And she was like, oh, Till told me that you was still messing with da 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 da. So I'm like, what? I'm like, no, that's not true. She was like, well, she showed me a picture of you and da da da. So I'm like, I pulled up the picture of me and the old guy that I used to talk to, and I'm like, you talking about him? She like, yes, it is that picture that she showed me. And I'm like, girl, do you not know this is super old? This was back in 8th grade. And she was like, what? I said, yes, this is how old that was. And me and him wasn't even messing with each other. We were taking a picture, and he had like, I don't know, he had like a little crush on me or whatever you want to call it. She like, well, you know, Till told me that. So I'm like, okay, bet. So you know what? I told old girl everything that Till did, and she was like, she was really shocked. The girl was shocked when I told her about what Till did, and she confronted Till the next day on the bus on the way to the school. And I remember like seeing Till after she got off the bus, and she was like really upset. She was like really mad or whatever. And she didn't come talk to me, because usually we would wait by each other by the door. So I was just waiting on her. So she didn't come talk to me. She just like walked past me and everything. So I'm like, I don't care. So we had second hour with each other. Me and Till did. We now had 2 classes together because they moved her to my class. When I seen her, she didn't say nothing to me. And I remember my teacher, I remember this legit day. I remember my teacher, she was like, we had to go next door because we had to take a little freaking test on the computers. And we off in the leave. And Tia was like, hey, Shati, let me talk to you real quick. So I'm like, okay, what's up? She like, you know, old girl that you was finna fight. I was like, yeah. She was like, she told me that you said this about me. And I said, what'd she say? And she basically told her everything that I told her about Tiff. And I was like, yeah, I told her that. She said, why would you tell her that? I was like, because it's true information. And she was like, no, it's not. I said, okay, so why would you tell her not true information to her? And she was like, what you mean? I'm like, so you didn't tell her that I was messing with blah blah? You know, that was old back in the 8th grade. She was like, I didn't tell her that. I'm like, you the only one in Pluto that knows about that dude. And Pluto don't even go here. And Pluto not even finna start something that she not even in. You know? So I'm like, Teal, make that make sense. So me and Teal start getting in an argument. And it started escalating like really bad. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to walk away and be the big person. So, you know, I'm telling her to hush, be quiet, stop getting loud. Don't nobody need to hear all this. And I'm like, come on, we need to go take this test. We'll be okay. So she like, nah, cause you just really told her, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Wrong information. And so I'm like, you know, thinking about back in my head, I'm like, okay, if it's wrong information and it's not true, why is you making a big deal about it? So, you know, and you know what that means. You know that means, you know I'm telling the truth. I go out in the hall, and me and her still arguing. And I'm like, oh my God, shut up. Shut up, Teal. Like, be quiet. Don't nobody need to hear all this. You just want to argue. You want to make a scene. And that's what's not going to go down. And around that time, I was still a cheerleader. So I couldn't, like, get suspended or anything like that, or get in trouble or anything like that. So that was, like, another reason why I wanted her to be quiet. Because I was like, I ain't got time to get kicked out of cheerleading. I actually love cheerleading. So I remember being in the hallway, and the teacher come out there, and she trying to talk to us. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just finna just go to the office and just get a little minute to myself, because I'm not finna go through all this. So I turned around, and I'm finna go walk towards the office. Next thing you know, I feel a little hit from the back of my head. So I'm like, did I just get hit from the back of my head? Turning around, seeing that it's Teal. So I'm like, bet. Me and her broke out fighting, which it didn't even last that long, because it was like already people out in the hallway because they heard us arguing. And like, it's a video of it, but I'm not gonna put that video on here because it's, oh, look at my curl, but it's not really relevant, because it's just me at the end just like going off, going crazy, fighting the teacher and all that. Like, that's not showing y'all nothing. I end up getting suspended. She end up getting suspended. So I end up getting suspended because I couldn't calm down. But if I did calm down, I would have gotten suspended. So I had got suspended, and she had like 10 days in the hearing. So I know the girl that I was in a fight over the boy over, I went over her house. We just talking, you know, she was just asking me, like, tell me what all happened. Like, just tell me from me everything that happened. And, you know, I'm telling her what all happened. So we was, like, outside at the moment, like, outside the girl house, talking about it. And this car, like, pulls up. And we didn't even know who car it was. But a lady came out, and turns out it was Teal's mama. So she was like, is you the girl that fought my daughter today? And I'm like, who is your daughter? And she said her daughter's name. So I'm like, yeah. And she was like, so what happened? What y'all fight for? Why you hit my daughter first and all this? I'm like, but what? What you mean hit your daughter first? Your daughter hit me. Your daughter hit me. And she was trying to go off on me. You know what I did? I called my mama. Mama pulled up like it was nothing. We outside, and my mama talking to her mama. You know, they arguing. She was like, why would you pull up on my daughter and trying to confront her about your daughter? I wasn't worried about nothing about her mama pulling up on me. I was worried about how her mama got the location where I was at. That's what I really want to know. And I still want to know that till today. Even though it's not really, like, on my mind or anything like that. But if I think about this situation, it's like, dang, how did her mama know where I was at, you know? So they end up getting an argument and stuff. And she was telling my mama everything, you know. And, like, after they got done with their little argument and they talk, I went home. And my mama, like, basically told me everything that her mom was saying to my mama. And, you know, it was, like, more lies, just keep coming, more lies. And then it was more lies on me and Pluto. And I'm like, what? I called Pluto. I told Pluto everything. Pluto told her mama and my mama had a conversation about it. And you know, after that whole situation, I left Pluto and Till alone. I just felt like I just needed a break to myself. So I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna cut everybody off. I just need a minute to myself because, no, like all these lies that's just going on in one day. So I had went back to school, and the next school year of my second year of freshman, me and a friend, I'm gonna give her a name now. We gonna call her Trauma. Me and Trauma, this is the girl that I had the bust out with. Me and her are still friends. And me and her had lunch together. And I had a group of friends that I used to sit at lunch with during my freshman year. And I know I was in line for snacks because we had snacks served like in line just in case like we wanted to get some snacks. And I just remember seeing Till. So I'm like, okay, so Till back. Till's back. During like those times when she wasn't there, I heard that she was still like going off and still talking stuff about me. But you know, I didn't let that stuff bother me because I'm like, I'm not seeing it myself and I can't go by what people say. So I'm like, if she really saying that stuff, she know where I'm at. She know how to speak. So yeah. You know, you could tell that we still got a little beef. Like, just a little beef towards each other. And I didn't get, I didn't get why we still had beef. But, you know, everybody had beef with the people they got drama with still. After they fight still. So, you know, yeah. After that, a couple months go by. And let's say, I want to say about February. During February, during January, I had a loss. And February was like really hard for me because I was still kind of going through my loss of my father. So I didn't really like let stuff bother me or anything like that. I wasn't really talking to anybody around the time after the fact my father passed, but I knew the girl Till would still talk stuff about me. And one day somebody sent me a screenshot of what Till said on her page, and it was like that's why her dad died. So I was like, okay, she better cut it out because I'm not playing with her. Like, this is the wrong time to mess with me. So, you know, I texted Pluto because Pluto and Till was still cool. I just wasn't cool with Till. You know, usually when you best friends with somebody and y'all know y'all not cool with somebody no more, y'all ain't supposed to be cool. It wasn't like that at that time. Yeah, I texted Pluto and I was like, you know, tell your friend Till stop speaking on stuff that she don't need to be speaking on and stuff she don't want nobody to be saying about her dead peoples. So, you know, I was like, okay, now me and you most def have beef now. Me just knowing me, I'm like, I don't need to get suspended. Not right now. Just not right now. One day out of February, I remember leaving from my art class that I had. I'm walking from art, and, you know, I ain't getting nowhere far. I literally, like, went up the stairs from the 3rd floor to the 2nd level. And I remember seeing Till. And, you know, this dude who was walking past, he said something to Till. And Till was like, no, that's a shot. And I'm like, why are you speaking on me? What do you want? And I'm like, bro, stop playing with me. Like, I won't put my hands on you, for real. And me and her ended up getting in an argument, but we did not end up getting in a fight because by the time I was finna swing on her, a security was down there and they grabbed me. And I ended up getting suspended again. So that suspension kind of lasts for like 2 days or 3. So I ended up going back. Till still had a problem with me. Don't know why Till still had a problem with me. At that point, it was just like, girl, you just wanna fight me just to fight me. You don't want nothing with me. You just wanna fight. and you just think you can fight me because you think I'm just weak because of a passing of a family member. No, baby. The beginning of April, I remember just knowing Till still had a problem with me. This girl still got a problem with me. She don't have no point to be having a problem with me for real. Like, I just really, I think she just wanted to fight. That's it. Around that time, I was still hanging with the group of girls that I was eating lunch with. Cause you know they was my cheer sisters. I had cheer sisters when I was on the cheerleading team. One day, she made a status about me on Facebook, but I had her blocked, so I couldn't see anything. People were screenshotting it to me, and I'm like, you know, I'm not even worried about this girl no more. I don't care about this girl. Me, her, our relationship together is done. I don't care about this girl. Stop talking to her about me. You know, stop letting me know what this girl's saying about me. You know, and one day I was home. And I had got this unknown text message from this person I was friends with on Facebook. And the message was like, Till want to fight you tomorrow. We'll see if Till fight me tomorrow because I'm not getting in her face. She'll have to get in my eyes if she really want to fight. Okay? Just like that. And you know what? And it was just like irritating me to the point where I was like, you know what? Forget it. I don't care. So I started making my little statuses, but I was like on Snapchat and I was like, I don't care how old girl feel about me. If she want to fight, we can fight. But I'm not hitting you first. I'm not coming to you because you're the one that got the issue, you know? The next day, I get on the bus and I go to school. And a brother that I had at the school at the time, he came up to me. He was like, hey, make sure you watch out because Tia talking about some shit gonna run up behind you and hit you again. Like she did the first time. So I'm like, okay, thank you for the heads up. So, you know, I wasn't worried about nothing because I just felt like she wasn't going to do nothing. I mean, all this time, other time we could fought and we could fight and we was in each other's face. You didn't want to do nothing. So I'm like, I don't feel no pressure against this girl. I don't care. And breakfast time, I seen her. So I'm like, let's see what's up. Let's see if she going to come and confront me. She didn't come confront me. Like, this girl legit avoided me. You know, her friend, she was with her friends too. And they was like, don't go fight her or whatever. You better than that and all this. My cheer sisters, I ended up letting them know what was going on. And I told them, like, what I was hearing that morning. And one of the cheer sisters went up and went to go confront Till. And they was like, so you want to fight Ashanti? And she was like, no, I don't want to fight her and all this and that. So I'm like, all that smack talking you was talking about, you talking about, so now you don't want to fight me. Girl, go on somewhere. You just want attention, that's it. And I'm giving you that attention. Like, get on, bye. So I'm actually gonna tie my hair down real quick. So me and the girls that went to go confront her went to a different table. And I'm like, this girl right here, I just can't do it with her. Like, what is her problem with me? We ain't have no problem. You don't even have a reason to have a problem with me. But that you took a L. So I told them, I said, you know what? I'm finna just go to class. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. And they was like, okay, we'll see you later. So I went to class, and my first hours was science. Was my science class. And I went there and I just sat down, and I didn't let nothing bother me. You know, nothing was bothering me. But after the fact, I sat down. I wasn't even in there for that long, and I see Till running in my class. So I'm like, what are you doing in my class? And she like, I want to fight you. I'm like, You just said you didn't want to fight me when we was in the cafeteria. Now you want to fight me? Okay. You want to fight me because I'm by myself. Okay. So, I'm like, sitting down still. I'm sitting down. I ain't get up or nothing. I'm still sitting down on my chair. And next thing you know, I see my cheer sisters. They running there too. And, you know, they just all standing there. They just want to see what's going to happen. You know, and she was like, oh, girl was like, come on, I want to fight. So I'm like, okay, then swing then, you know. I'm right here. Swing then, you know. And let me tell y'all, she swung, but missed. How do you miss? And I'm right here. I didn't even move or nothing. But when I see that arm swung at me, I got up and I whooped her ass. I didn't get suspended from school. I came back the next day because it was basically defending myself. And I know everybody was still coming to me. They was like, this girl want to fight you again. And I'm like, yo, this girl already lost 3 fights. Matter of fact, not even 3, 2 fights. My bad, I'm getting out the wrong number. 2 fights, and she talking about she want to fight again. She need to get on with her life. And ouch, just hurt. And you know, she ended up making a fake page and texting me. And I'm like, I'm not finna go through this. I blocked her. I'm not finna go through this. She was still making status about me. And I'm like, girl, this fight stuff is dead. You wanna fight? Why would you wanna fight somebody that you lost to twice? After all that, like a month later, I never spoke to her again. Like I said, never talked to her again, never seen her again, anything like that. Never dealt with her again, never heard anything about her making status about me again. So I'm like, she finally over it. But I have a surprise. Real quick, I'm finna change because it's 3:45. So, alright y'all, I'm back with my clothes on, my work clothes on. I had to put them on real quick. This is the end of the video, you guys. I hope you like this video. I really hope y'all do. I am not finished with story times. This is my first time story timing with you guys. My first time doing story time, period, on a camera, period. So if it was bad, hey, it was my first time. And if it was good, it was my first time, period. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe before y'all end this video with me. Comment down below things that y'all would like to see in the future videos that I have planned. And make sure y'all just keep up with me. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and become a part of the channel game / family game, period. Love you guys. Peace out. This is the end of the video. And before y'all click off this video, make sure y'all watch this next video that's part of it, period. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoyed this fighting video.